Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gerard Whitty and I am IDA Ireland's representative based in Singapore with responsibility for helping companies from Southeast Asia and Taiwan to set up their European regional headquarters or a beachhead or a hub for EMEA markets in Ireland. I'd like to thank the organisers for inviting us to speak at this prestigious event, and I hope you will learn a little bit about our green dot on the edge of Europe. Over the next 20 minutes or so, I will talk to you about some of the global companies that have already chosen to locate operations in Ireland and some of the key reasons why Ireland has become one of the most attractive locations globally for companies expanding into Europe. There's a lot of information on the slides that we'll be running through, but I will try to summarise the main points, as in fact there are many advantages and benefits to companies to use Ireland as their gateway to Europe. And I would encourage as many of you as possible to reach out to me or visit our website to learn more about how Ireland can be a key regional hub in the European Union for your company. So first of all, a little geography lesson. Ireland is located on the west coast of Europe. We are an island nation with close geographic and cultural links to the UK, but we are indeed a separate and independent country. Dublin is our capital city. We are an English-speaking nation and we share a common law system with the UK, which could be important with regards to your expansion plans. We have a population of about 4.7 million people and we are members of both the European Union and the Eurozone. Despite the United Kingdom's decision to leave the European Union, Ireland is and will continue to be a core member of the EU single market and the Eurozone. Ireland's government and our citizens remain overwhelmingly supportive of EU membership, and we are amongst the most outward-looking and internationally engaged countries in the world. As with other EU member countries, you can easily access the entire EU single market and the European labour force from Ireland, and importantly, we have a very wide network of over 70 plus trade agreements globally, with more deals currently under negotiation. We focus on attracting companies from key industry sectors such as technology, life sciences, engineering, financial services. And in a few moments, I will highlight some of the companies from these sectors who have already established operations in Ireland. We target these sectors because we believe we offer a number of key advantages and benefits which can help companies succeed in their global growth plans. Ireland has a very small domestic market, but globally speaking, we are a key regional hub in Europe for companies to carry out headquarter functions, high-value manufacturing, and innovation and research and development. Of course, there are many converging technologies in these sectors, and we have proven to be the location of choice for companies involved in emerging and high-growth technology areas such as Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, cybersecurity, connected health, and so on. Just to give you a sense of what I mean when I say Ireland is already home to leading global companies, we have over 1,600 multinational companies with operations in Ireland, employing over 250,000 people. These companies are true global leaders in their sectors, including 9 of the top 10 pharmaceutical companies, 14 of the top 15 global medtech companies, all top 5 industrial automation companies, all top 5 of the world's global software companies, 9 of the top 10 US technology companies, and most of the world's largest financial service companies. But as you will see, Ireland is not only a home for the big global players, and many of the world's most exciting emerging technology companies are also using Ireland as their beachhead for Europe or EMEA markets. As a small island nation with a limited domestic market, in order to attract global companies to set up in Ireland, we need to be very flexible, pragmatic, business-friendly, and competitive. And this is demonstrated by our consistently high rankings in all of the global business indexes. We are a modern, young, developed, and outward-looking country with an excellent infrastructure and skills and talents perfectly adapted to help grow today's modern businesses. Many of you might already be aware that global tech giants like Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft have located their European headquarters in Ireland. But more than that, Ireland is the second largest exporter of software in the world. We are the global technology hub of choice when it comes to attracting the strategic business activities of ICT companies. The sector's wide-ranging activities include software development, R&D, business services, and EMEA international headquarters. There is a high-quality technical talent readily available throughout Ireland, and we have more IT graduates per head of population than any country in Europe. We have a vibrant indigenous tech startup scene, and Ireland is a European leader in the digital economy with amazing IT infrastructure, which includes Minister for Data Protection and the Digital Single Market, a one-stop shop for European data protection regulation, and a host of data centres. Ireland is currently the primary EU data regulator for many data-rich internet companies such as Facebook, Microsoft, Airbnb, LinkedIn, where senior data protection decision makers and compliance is taking place in Ireland. Here is a sample of our most recent technology investments, which includes expansions from companies like Amazon, Facebook, and Apple, and new investments from companies like ByteDance or TikTok and Workday. You can also see some of the activities which they are carrying out from Ireland, which essentially covers all of the main operational areas from product development, sales and marketing, after sales, and headquarter activities. Ireland is also home to a world-class life sciences industry, with global pharmaceutical and medical technology companies choosing Ireland due to the high-quality, zero-defect manufacturing skill sets available and a proven track record in regulatory performance. Ireland's ecosystem delivers significant support for research and development, and we even have a government-funded National Institute for Training and Upskilling Employees in Biotechnology Manufacturing called NIBRT. We also have a highly developed financial services sector where 17 of the world's top 20 global banks are using Ireland as a base for a whole range of activities and operations. We are among the world's leading nations in areas such as insurance, reinsurance, fund management, fintech and payments, and aviation leasing. And last but not least, we are proud to be a leading nation for advanced engineering and industrial technology, a country where companies come for high-value manufacturing, industrial services, and technology solutions and innovation. So why do so many of the world's leading multinationals in different industry sectors choose to come and set up shop in Ireland? Our value proposition focuses on key strengths which make us globally competitive. You can see some of those on this slide here. Whilst it is easy to compare countries based on labour costs, salaries, and so on, Ireland's key policies are those intangibles which are so important to the smooth running of a modern business. Things like stable government, stable economic and political environment, a proven track record in attracting and supporting multinationals, ease of doing business and consistent pro-business policies which make it as easy as possible for companies to set up and operate in Ireland, easy access to talent, skills and languages with employment laws that are business friendly, and constant support and help from in-country government agencies to help you succeed and grow from your base in Ireland. And I will touch on some of those briefly in the following slides. Key to our success is the fact that Ireland is one of the best places in the world to live, with one of the highest qualities of life in the world and one of the best education systems, which makes us a very attractive country for global talent. And we continue to focus on developing areas like well-being, reducing inequality, increasing quality of life and social stability, as these are now key factors not only in the life of a company, but also a country and its people. One of the greatest challenges facing companies today anywhere in the world is access to the right talent and skills. And in Ireland, we are proud to have one of the youngest, most international, best educated and highly skilled workforces anywhere in the world, a true deep pool of talent, experience and skills to deliver high-value strategic needs of companies. 1/3 of our population is under 25 years of age and almost half are under 34 years of age. 17% of our workforce is international, and within our IDA client companies, 22% of employees are non-Irish nationals. This openness has contributed to Ireland being a true global community with diverse population contributing to availability of skills, languages and capabilities as a true modern first world economy. Ireland truly is a knowledge-driven economy where we really focus on education. Our education system is ranked in the top 10 in the world, and over 55% of our young people have attended third-level colleges and universities. We focus on producing graduates in the key areas of growth to make it easy for our client businesses to find the right talents. Just to demonstrate our collaborative and partnership approach to this, some of our client companies have their own curriculums within universities in Ireland to future-proof their access to talent in the decades to come. Another key and essential benefit of Ireland is our openness to international talent. We boast the 4th highest international share of workforce in the EU, and we have a very open and pragmatic employment and visa system for companies hiring talent in Ireland. We see this as a key advantage when companies are seeking to choose a European location for their business. In addition, the entire process of setting up and running a company in Ireland is very easy. Initial setup can take as little as 3 to 5 days, and we are consistently ranked among the top countries in the world in which to do business. We offer a pro-business, transparent environment which has been maintained over many governments. This is key when companies are looking to establish a global footprint, and part of IDA Ireland's services is to help companies to set up and prosper in Ireland. The next 2 slides demonstrates how Ireland's labour costs are pretty much in line with the EU average, which is reflective of Ireland's position as a high productivity and high value economy. And just to prove this point, the following slide shows that Ireland is ranked number 1 in the world for labour productivity according to the OECD. And if those benefits and arguments were not compelling enough, Ireland's tax regime is one of the most consistent, open, transparent and highly competitive systems in the world, with a corporate tax rate of 12.5% for companies setting up in Ireland and an added advantage of 74 signed comprehensive double taxation agreements. Ireland has also become the leading location of choice for companies in a post-Brexit Europe. Given we share many historic and cultural links with the UK, and we also share a common law system, Ireland has become the location of least disruption for businesses who need to maintain access to the European Union for their goods and services. Here you can see a selection of some of the companies who have chosen to relocate parts of their business to Ireland on the back of the UK's decision to leave the European Union. To date, we have won Brexit-related investments from over 90 companies with the potential to create over 6,000 new jobs in Ireland. And if that wasn't enough, the Irish government is also highly supportive of companies who choose to set up their European operations in Ireland. We offer a range of grants and incentives and competitive business taxes, which are dependent on the location and size of the operation within Ireland. As I understand, most of the audience today is based in Southeast Asia. I just wanted to show a couple of slides to demonstrate the strength and depth of the Asia-Pacific companies who are currently operating in Ireland. You can see here some of those from my own geographic region in Southeast Asia, and there are some well-known local brands amongst them, so you won't be alone in coming to Ireland. Similarly, my colleagues in our offices across the entire Asia-Pacific region have successfully assisted some of the top names to set up their European operations in Ireland. Some of these companies have been in Ireland for over 15 to 20 years now and have continued to grow their operations and activities in Ireland during this time. In closing, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about our agency, IDA Ireland. We are truly a one-stop shop for businesses looking to expand their global footprints into Europe, and our main objective is to attract new investment from around the world and create long-term sustainable employment opportunities and economic development in Ireland. We provide a full range of free services to companies, from initial information gathering and site evaluation to hosted site visits and introductions to service providers and the government system. We have our own in-house property division to help companies to find the most appropriate office or factory space for their needs. We manage the government's incentives and grant scheme, and we are also the go-to agency for things like employment permits and visas. We are truly your strategic business partner in your expansion into Europe. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you'd like more information. You can see my contact details on the slide here, or you can connect with IDA Ireland through our website or social media channels, where we would be more than happy to talk to you about your plans for Europe and how Ireland could be a key location for your growing business. Thank you.